Alvaro.
Perfect. The last remaining Town Hall 11 for the Blue Dragons is being hit by the last remaining Town Hall 11 from the Red Balloons.
That's right. So we're going to see now it is going to be what we call a cleanup attempt. He wants to grab that 3rd star. He wants to clear out the rest of the 11. So the rest of the attacks can be focused on the final Town Hall 12 of the clan that is not 3-starred yet, and that is Itsu. So it is still neck and neck, very, very close. And this has been such an epic Town Hall 12 live stream update. It has been absolutely amazing. Here live at the ESL headquarters in Cologne, Germany. I'm having an absolute blast. And Woody, it has not been too bad hanging out with you today so far.
It hasn't either. You know, we've had a good time here in this city, and I really appreciate the hospitality of everyone here. And thank you so much for tuning in and showing up to the event here today. But it's time to get back to clashing, Klaus. I want to see if Alvaro's base actually gets destroyed, because he's built a really impressive one here, but Ferre has got something to say about it. Bringing in the Electro Dragons now, the new troop we'll get to see again here being used by our Town Hall 11 attacker.
That's right. So you can see he's got the wall wrecker, so they're going to be trying to break through and taking out some of those walls, and that's one of the early things he's trying to go for. He's got the Electro Dragons, an air troop, so he wants to clear out the air defenses. He wants to get rid of the Eagle Artilleries if possible, and of course he wants to get rid of the Inferno Towers if possible as well.
All righty, at the right side, he's got his heroes moving in to deal with that clan castle. It's got lots of witches in there. Of course, he knows what's already in there because he's seen an attack on this base before, but dealing with that Inferno Tower at the right side is super important. That's what was the downfall of the attack last time against Alvaro, but unfortunately, once again, the Inferno Tower just burning up these heroes and not giving them much of a chance to take their mark down.
That's right. So at this point, we're seeing, unfortunately, that Eagle Artillery is still up. Unfortunately, the Queen is not alive anymore, and it all comes down to this. The big push in the middle part of the attack, the main force. That first part was called the Kill Squad, I believe, but now we've got the main attack, those Electro Dragons trying to gun in there and just shock the base.
Soaring into Electric Avenue, we've got so many of them engaging with these Teslas now. The power of electricity is pretty dangerous, but we'll see if they are able to clear out any more buildings here. There's still quite a few hit points on the majority of these Electro Dragons. One does go down, though, unleashing that lightning spell, and we've got the rest of them in the center of the base taking care of the Eagle Artillery. They've actually got a pretty decent shot at taking out the Inferno Tower out here on the right side if they can get the lock a little bit quicker. The fact that they just fly so slowly, I think, is their main downfall, Klaus.
Yeah, you see that everybody that uses these Electro Dragons are using rage spells with them, because without it, they take a long time to prepare their attack and deploy, and so that's probably one of the main weaknesses of the Electro Dragons, if you can call it that. I mean, I would call it just brute force, and it takes a while to move things with that away a lot. Momentum takes a bit, but unfortunately, I think it all came down to that Inferno Tower here at the very beginning, though. That Inferno Tower melted through a few of the Electro Dragons and ended up causing the attack to kind of fumble at that point. And of course, this last bowler, look at this last bowler. He's really dedicated for killing this wall. And then if he gets through the wall, guess who's waiting on the other side? That is an X-Bow. Do you really think that X-Bow cares about that bowler? No.
No, I don't. I think Ferre is down for the count, and it looks like he won't be able to get any more stars on this base. We've got about 26 seconds left for this bowler throwing his rocks at the wall, but maybe that might wrap up soon. Nonetheless, we can zoom out again, I guess, and take another look at this base and see what sort of destruction was wrought here. Ferre, getting 85%, has managed to take care of most of the targets on that bottom left corner, but still, once again, that right side single target Inferno is the bane of his existence. All the red balloons so far have failed to get that thing down, and I think it's up to the last remaining Town Hall 12 attacker to try to finish it off.
That's right. So again, it's a no. I think it's a very honorable thing to be patient and hold on to the attack and say, you know what? No, I'm not closing out of this attack. I'm not quitting early. I'm going to just carry this thing out because, again, as per what I've said a million times, it might come down to percentage. It might come down to that tiebreaker. So Ferre be holding on to that, hoping that hope is powerful to get that final building that might end up tilting the scales in his favor. So all you know, good job for him. That was an 85% attack. That was the best attack so far on Albedo's base, and well done to him.
We see 3 stars from both of the teams. We could actually still get that perfect war that we were talking about earlier, but a single failure, and that means that there will be a decisive winner one way or the other.
That's right. So like he very eloquently said, this is coming down to the absolute wire, and it has to be a 3-star. So we're going to cut over to Clashland and see, Clashland, who will be your target?
I'm going to attack to Ferry.
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 All right. Well, then good luck for that.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck with that indeed. He's going to need it. But up against the Town Hall 11, I think he's got a bit of an easier time than his other Town Hall 11s on his side did, with Clashland now moving in against a base that's already been hit. That's a Town Hall below, one level below him. You would typically expect him to be able to pull off the 3-star here.
I would hope so, but there is always those cases where something just goes horribly wrong. We're hoping that does not happen today. Of course, we have a total confidence in our content creators and our YouTubes here. And just a reminder, guys, for those of you that might just now be tuning in, the winning team, each member of the winning team are going to be receiving 100,000 gems for their subscribers and followers. The losing team 50,000 as well, and then of course the casters for some reason are getting 75,000. So be sure and subscribe to all of those channels that are represented here on the stream. And we have gameplay.
Yes, absolutely. We got a nice little spread here. The Electro Dragons coming on in at 9 o'clock, and then another little couple of clumps there at the 7 o'clock position, and 10, 11 o'clock up at the top. Cruising through the Town Hall like it's nobody's business, earns the 1st star, but they got to get that 50% for number 2 and 100% for that 3rd and final one. Clashland, with plenty of Electro Dragons still left after tearing down this Inferno Tower out here, is going to try to finish off the remainder of the base with these big blue bodies.
Notice this Inferno Tower has barely any damage. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, the friends are coming by. They can take care of that.
It does burn up an Electro Dragon in the meantime, though, and that's really going to hamstring Clashland's attack trying to finish off the rest of this base. His heroes down the bottom, though, have got a really nice path. As long as that Eagle Artillery goes down, I think that they should be able to clean up the rest of the base out the right side.
That's right. These level 60 heroes, brand new for Town Hall 12, are absolutely beefy. They're amazingly strong. And if you just deploy them, this was one of those
They're beefy?
They're very beefy.
They taste like chicken to me.
Oh, well, okay. I don't try.
Oh, you're talking about the hero. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Electro Dragons.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course the Electro Dragons taste like chicken. Of course not. But let's just look at this, okay?
Okay.
Let's just look at this.
Tell me.
These level 60 heroes, brand new for Town Hall 12, they each have new levels for their special abilities. They have tons of hit points. They have tons of HP. I mean, these guys, these gal and lady, let's be correct here. There are both gal and lady. They are absolutely powerful. Sure. And even though they were delayed, they were released late, they are going to nab this triple. And the crowd goes wild. Yes, they are going nuts right now on us.
Snipe from the Archer Queen as the last of her ability fades away. A 100% 3-star. Congratulations to Clashland. Coming in clutch for his team, the Blue Dragons. They now lead this series once again, but now by a 13-star advantage.
Man, that attack was solid. I mean, those Electro Dragons are so fun to watch. It's just like when they hit not just one, but up to 5 buildings at once. It's just something I'm not used to, and it just makes me excited every time I see it. And then, of course, watching those new heroes do work, and then the Siege Machine, this Town Hall 12 update is just out of this world, and the 3-star, shout out once again to Clashland for that, and now we're still poised for a possible perfect war for one or the other of these clans, of these teams, and it's exciting. I'm excited, like legit excited. Let's go.
Let's see if the red balloons are able to turn this thing around. Next, we're going to have Keisuke attacking again. Now, he's already hit Itsu, so I have a pretty good feeling who he's going to attack, but why don't we go ahead and ask him anyway. Keisuke, who is your target?
Alvaro.
Indeed, he'll be going for the other remaining base.
Alvaro.
Yeah. Alvaro.
Okay. Alvaro, yes.
Alvaro.
I can speak English. Alvaro, okay. Yes.
Perfectly. Oh, I understood you absolutely fine.
Yeah, he's still working through it. Yes, coming straight from Japan. He's been learning English while here in Germany, as ironic as that might be. So he's working through it. He got Alvaro perfectly. I understood every word.
But can he speak Spanish, though? Because that's what Alvaro is really speaking. That's what his name is in, Spanish. It's not English.
I suppose you have a point there.
Yeah.
He knows a little bit of Spanish. Somebody should tell him.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Enough. And a little bit of German, too, right? He's been picking up a little bit here and there down in Deutschland. We are in Cologne, Germany right now. In fact, at the ESL headquarters. So excited to be joined here by many fans in the audience watching the new Town Hall 12 update. We're finally going to get another Town Hall 12 attack now from Keisuke.
Absolutely, and now it is time to check out this attack. Again, another Town Hall 12 hitting a Town Hall 11. Keisuke going at it against Alvaro, and of course he has the advantage. His troops are a bit stronger than Alvaro's troops. His heroes are a bit stronger. That's just one of the perks of farming up your base.
Yeah.
You want to advance in Clash of Clans. You want to have that advantage, and oh, look at that. Keisuke really likes getting the crowd involved.
He feeds off their energy. That's what makes him harder. That's what makes him better. That's what makes him faster, and that's what makes him stronger, Klaus.
Absolutely. I mean, Keisuke sitting there, by the way, I just want to mention, he's the only one sitting there in a suit. Like, the guy's got so much class. I love it.
So much class, so much style. Hope to see him here for a while. He's up on top right now with an Archer Queen, getting some help from those healers, trying to keep her alive and healthy as she clears out some of the outside buildings before she can really get to that sweet nougaty core in the center. Taking care of the Grand Warden now, finishing off a cannon. What else is she going to be able to do?
Oh, man, Nelda, she can go on forever. I mean, with those healers, under Rage Spell, again, that Queen, extra damage than we're used to, extra HP than we're used to. I mean, everything seems to be going well, except, yeah.
The Inferno. Oh, she pops their ability just in time. Nice hit from Geizuke, and great timing there.
Just the thing to mention, that you see that Wall Wrecker under Rage Spell is not affected by that Rage Spell. The Siege Machines are machines. They're not troops. They do not get rage. They do not get healed. They're an exception to the rule.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so we're going to still see quite a few ground-based troops here in the center. The Bowlers, Giants, we even got both of the heroes looking quite healthy. Look out for that Inferno Tower, though. That, remember, was the one deciding factor for the last remaining attacks. And with plenty of Bowlers swarming it, it goes down quickly.
Wow.
Keisuke's happy about that one. You can see he was tuned into that.
Oh, man, he's excited. Keisuke locking down on what I think is probably a confident 3-star.
Oh, yeah.
He is looking at that. Look, he's like, did you see this? Are you seeing this right now? Is this real? Is this real life? Yes, Keisuke, this is real life, and I think you have just pulled off the 3-star against Alvaro 845. Unfortunately for Alvaro, he's looking at it, is thinking, man, I was stripped naked during this attack. I mean, like, everybody had seen my everything at this point, but now the base has been 3-starred. I believe it's over.
Finished him off, and that is the power of a Town Hall 12. Level 60 heroes, max level 30 Grand Warden, and plenty of troops to back up this push. An amazing hit from Keisuke, and once again, we will be in a tied position, Klaus, at 14-14.
That's right, and of course, I want to mention, yes, the power. I love the way you put that. The power of Town Hall 12. Level 4 bowlers, level 4 witches. Those are just overpowered, amazing against the Town Hall 11 base, which is currently the highest level that you can be. So it's amazing to see a Town Hall 11 get swept that quickly. Shout out to our boy Keisuke for that attack.
Yeah, very well done. The 3-star, 100%. Red Balloons are going to be happy about that. We only have 2 attacks left, and it's going to be up to them to try to finish off the last, the big, the burly Itsu, the only remaining base for the Blue Dragons that has not yet been 3-starred.
That's right, and then on the other side, we have Ken, who has not been 3-starred either. So it comes down, this is really interesting. It comes down to the last 2 attackers, Itsu and Ken. Who are the last bases left? Itsu and Ken. What is the score? 14-14. Who's winning? Who's winning? Like, you tell me. Like,
honestly,
it's too close.
it's so close. You can't even call a winner at this point. It could still technically be a 15-15 if both of these players manage to get 3-stars. That's what we could be looking at. But at this point, it's not a Clash of Clans anymore. It's a Clash of Titans. Ken and Itsu are the strongest players on both of their teams. They're the #1 on each of them. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this last attack, Klaus. Tee it up for us.
Let's do it. So our next attacker is going to be Itsu. Itsu, I don't even think I need to ask you this question, but who is going to be your victim?
I would go for Godson.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, good luck. Oh, no, just kidding. Just kidding. Itsu, you're going for Ken, right?
Yes.
Okay, we need to be clear. We're going for Ken. I could see the hate in the comments in the chat right now. Like, what are you doing? Okay, so Itsu going for Ken. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Just about swagged his Town Hall 12 attack on a Town Hall 10. Oh my goodness. Would you imagine that if he did that? I mean, technically they are winning right now. They've got a 97% total destruction. So even if Itsu fails to get the 3-star here, they could still possibly get the victory. But definitely want to lock that down if at all possible. The 3-star here is what Itsu is aiming for, and it's what Ken fears.
It's what Ken fears, absolutely. So if Itsu can pull off this 3-star, then all the pressure is on Ken to also get the 3-star so that we can deem this a draw. Now, I don't know how often that happens, but it definitely, once again, was not in the script, so we're not sure what to do at that point, but it will be exciting regardless. So let's just see how this goes.
It would be a perfect war. I mean, how often do you get to see those, Klaus?
Very, very rarely, just coming from my experience. Not that my client does not do those on occasion, but they don't do that on occasion. Unfortunately.
Have they ever done it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You can't even think of a time that they got the perfect... I mean, I don't think my client's ever done that either.
Yeah, no,
we've gotten ties before, but a perfect war, that is really rare.
That's special. A perfect war, 3-starring every base, that is very special. But now it has come down to this. Itsu, with 7 Electro Dragons. You have yourself a giant wall breaker. We have not that it's a giant wall breaker. We have a giant and a wall breaker. We've also got 2 archers and a wall breaker. I mean, he's got everything in this armor composition, but I think...
But the kitchen sink. There's no kitchen sink.
You're right. There is no kitchen sink in this attack strategy right now. But what there is, again, 7 Electro Dragons. And I'm so excited to see how Itsu, the man himself, can do with these things.
That wall wrecker's taking a lot of punishment. The Expos and cannons locked onto it, and it finally goes down. The CC troops inside going to pop out bowlers and barbarians, it looks like, getting some work done against the remaining defensive buildings there. Some troops up on the right side corner, though, are lacking our Barbarian King. He's kind of wandered over toward the top, trying to get a few more buildings dealt with. But I think it's the Archer Queen and the Grand Warden that were really trying to finish off that Eagle Artillery. With it still up, what's going to happen with this attack, Klaus?
That's right. Well, I guarantee you Itsu is happy at this moment because that Baby Dragon and that Lava Hound went toward the Queen. If the Baby Dragon had went toward the King, then that Baby Dragon would have just nuked him and then destroyed everything else in their path. So it was a good thing that Queen got to handle all of that, because now he's clear. He's ready to go. He can just throw down his Electro Dragons and literally throwing them down. You can see that. They're just all down now. And now it is all up to these Electro Dragons. Grab this town hall, grab all of the buildings, the defenses, and everything else, and grab that 3-star.
Oh no, he's about to lose his Grand Warden though. Expo takes him down, and with that, the Electro Dragons may have a lot of hit points, but they may not be able to finish off the base if they get finished off, if they get taken down that easily.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, now you're seeing there is a bad situation. This is not a good situation at all. There's only 1 Electro Dragon left. The free spell was just used on the Inferno Tower, and that Queen helps out in wiping out that final Electro Dragon. That was kind of the last hope for this attack. Unfortunately, I don't see this attack going much further than maybe like a 90% 2-star.
Bit of a risky deploy, and unfortunately for Itsu, all those Electro Dragons are just stacking up on top of each other, which is a perfect target for the Eagle Artillery, hammering away at them as they try to get a few more percentage points out here on the edge of the base. But it's looking like this attack is going to fizzle away. Itsu, the final attacker for the Blue Dragons, will be holding in strong at that 14-star count. The Blue Dragons will retain the percentage lead, but it's going to be up to Ken now to try to turn things around and get the victory for the Red Balloons.
That's right, and as you saw, that chain lightning wrecking 3 or 4 buildings all at once, destroying them all, and then the death damage, grabbing that 81% on Ken. And yes, the crowd goes wild, of course. That was still a good attack. I mean, you're attacking a max 12. That is not an easy feat to accomplish. And of course, it is Itsu. Itsu is well known, and he shared it with me before the stream that he's got a lot of pressure on himself. He does it to himself, but yet again, his reputation of being a good attacker kind of gets in the way of that as well. It adds a little extra pressure. Plus, there being an audience, let's just be fair. If any of us were out there attacking, we would have a little bit of jitters as well. So all the respect to all these players, regardless of the results, they're doing a fantastic job. And we're now at 14-14 still. It's still tied, Woody. Give us the lowdown. I'm mind blown a little bit.
Absolutely. So we've just got one more attack. These teams are tied at 14-14, but the Blue Dragons have a damage percentage lead. They got an 85% hit on Ken's base, so Ken now has to return fire and get at least 85% to tie it up against Itsu, and preferably more than that if he wants to go for the win.
That's right. So I say that before we actually get in there and have a chat and start the last attack, we need to talk to Itsu. I mean, his attacks are always so tactical. His attacks are always so tactical that it's hard to dissect them. So Itsu, give us an idea. Give us a lowdown of what happened during that attack.
So I saw Alvaro attacking the base with this attack strategy. And I like the idea of that, since you're taking out the Eagle, a lot of air defenses, and a lot of expos as well on that base. So I thought I could do the same, but I was a bit greedy on the troop space with not funneling the archer tower, which in the end, kind of messed up the attack. When the king goes inside, the warden would follow the king. Then I could use like warden and king together with the bowlers inside, since the warden went around because the king did not went in. And I think in the end, only the pretty much the eagle and the one AD stood. So I think this, next time.
Yeah, next time, man. Well, like you said it, I mean, it all came down to maybe one extra troop helping out with that funnel. And that's what we can all take away from this, is that regardless of our level, it's the fundamentals that usually goes wrong. It's the funnel, or it's the wall breakers, or something along those lines. So Itsu, thanks for the attack. That was an awesome attempt on a max 10 on 12. And you know what? Good job, man. Good try.
Thanks.
And we've just got one more left to go at this point, Klaus. An 85% hit so far on Ken's base. Ken has to beat that number now. He's got to either go for the 3-star if he possibly can, but getting at least 85% will ensure a draw. Any more than that, and it'll be victory for the red balloons. If he fails to do so, though, hey, the blue dragons may have failed to get the 3-star at that last attempt, but they're still winning on percentage.
That's right. So,
and it's 100,000 gems on the line, too. Tell us about that prize again.
That's right. So 100,000 gems to one of these teams, whoever wins.
For each of them.
Yeah, for each of them, and not just for them, to share. Woody is all over it, but he wants me to share. Yes, everybody's going to benefit. So again, be sure to subscribe. And the ones that do not win, 50,000 gems for them as well. And then 75,000 for us. For some reason, thank you, Supercell, once again. So let's have a chat with Ken now. I actually buzzed him and threw him off and then came back. So here we are. Ken, I think it's very, very obvious who you're going to attack.
Lady B?
Okay. No, don't do that.
I'm going to attack Itsu. Yeah.
Attacking Itsu. Okay. And you know what? We're all on the edge of our seats, even us that are standing. So best of luck to you, and show us what you're made of.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Good. Okay, so he is queuing up his attack. He is getting ready again. He must get better than an 85% 2-star on Itsu's base to win the war. This could go either way. We've seen some excellent, fast 3-stars. We've seen some attacks that look like they're doing amazing, and then they fall short. So it could go either way. Woody, I'm freaking out right now. I'm so excited.
Well, let's just go ahead and jump right in then. Let's keep it grounded, even though Ken is going to be flying high. He's got 3 lava hounds, 27 balloons for this parade to start soon. And where's he going to start with the heroes, do you think? Do you think he'll be able to take out some of the air defenses first?
Well, I was going to say exactly where the Giants actually ended up, but he's got his wall wrecker going in right there. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to break in. He wants to secure the 1-star, because you don't want to get an 86% 1-star, because that won't actually add in. You have to get the 2-star here. Okay. But also, because he's using Lalo, he really needs to get rid of at least 2 of these air defenses, preferably the enemy queen and the enemy clan castle. And then if he's really lucky, skillful, he'll also get rid of this eagle artillery, and then after that, Lalo triple.
Okay, fair enough. He's got that CC pulled out, going to deal with the rest of these lava pups as quickly as he can. That Archer Queen just out of range, not being able to get any shots off there, but it looks like Ken's forced to use his own Archer Queen's Royal Cloak ability. Takes out the Archer Queen on the other side of the map, but will he be able to finish off either of these air defenses? That's a crucial hit that he needs.
Yes, and unfortunately, this queen decides that she wants the clan castle.
Both of them.
Whoa, what happened? Yeah, that the queen's special ability, when she pops that Royal Cloak, little archers come out, and those little archers coming in the clutch. This game is so tactical and strategic. Any little thing can turn the attack one way or the other. So yeah, he got everything he needed, and now I'm sure he wanted that expo as well. But I mean, he got so much done with that kill squad that this Lalo attack is
going down.
It's going, yeah.
It's happening. Ken had the perfect hit to start with here. Remember, he only needs an 85% to tie things up, and anything more than that will get the win for the red balloons at 73% and tearing apart the center eagle artillery, and plenty more balloons left along the edges. It looks like he's not far, Klaus.
No, he's very close, to be honest. I mean, those Expo, Seeking Air Mine on that last group of balloons. This Expo will handle all of the lava pups out there. The balloons all teetered out. What happened? Where'd the balloons go? Okay.
Hold on.
This is the perfect example, ladies and gentlemen, of why percent matters. You have seen it here first, folks. It is 80% 2-star. He has only one minion that he can deploy left. For some reason, the pups don't like the king. Well, kill the king and then move on from there.
Still so many minions along that top side, and there's no defenses for those structures.
I know.
This might be a race against the clock, though. Ken needs to get 85% for the draw, and anything more than that for the win.
That's right. So the king finally goes down. Now all the pups are making their way toward this elixir storage. You saw that Inferno Tower shoot one of them down. It's an 85%.
Here it is. It's a draw right now.
And oh no. Oh, that's the win for the red balloons with an 86% 2-star. And it looks like he's actually going to top it off with an 87% 2-star, possibly even the 88, just to put it down. There you go, 88% 2-star, and still with 5 seconds remaining. How far is he going to push this thing?
Oh man, it looks like he just gets the 88. A few more shots against that Dark Elixir drill, failed to connect, but nonetheless, Ken has done it. Didn't get the 3-star, but that was not necessary. With a higher total destruction percentage, the red balloons are your winners.
That's right, with only 0.6% total destruction spread, we have a victory. Red balloons 14-14. We could not have asked for a closer, more clutch war. I cannot believe our luck. I mean, honestly, that was some amazing gameplay. I was, once again, joke overrated here, out on the edge of my seat. I was enjoying the heck out of that war, and you saw it here, folks. That was an amazing war, and now we can say war over, and it was over. Crazy close.
I don't have to eat my microphone. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Nobody wanted to see that, especially for your sake. But it was so very close. Less than a 1% victory for the winning team. It all come down to just 3 buildings. That whole war, 20 attacks, 10 people. 10 people, 5 on each team, and it came down to 3 buildings at the very end. That was a nail biter.
Pinpoint precision, very well done to Ken. Definitely took the sweep for his team in an extraordinary way there at the end. Congratulations to the Red Balloons for eking out a victory at the very last second. They'll each be able to go home with 100,000 gems, so big congratulations to them. Make sure to subscribe to them on any form of social media that they're blasting out on, because they'll be giving those gems to you, their fans. And also the losers will get 50,000 gems nonetheless. They came up close, but couldn't quite clutch it at the end. The Blue Dragons still will have quite a few gems, and I think we will too. Klaus, where are you going to give yours away?
75,000 gems given to each caster for all of their subscribers, and you'll find me on YouTube. You'll probably find Woody on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch, Twitter, so wherever you can find me.
All the links are down below in the video description. And now we need to get onto the field. We need to let our boy D-Man, just wrap this thing up. But first of all, thank you all for having us. Woody, absolutely enjoyed it. Thanks for casting, and let's send it over to D-Man.
Great stuff, guys, and wow, what a finale we had there. So very, very close to the perfect war. So close, everyone was tense backstage. But Itsu, it didn't happen, unfortunately, and just a couple of percent was all that separated it. What a game.
I will remember always to funnel better in the future attacks, so that's all I have to say, I guess.
I mean, a fantastic performance from all the team, really, overall. What is your overall takeaway from, obviously, this Town Hall 12 Update Live play?
That you have to think out of the box, like the tech Ivor came up with, the Electro Dragons and all the stuff. So that was really nice. And as always, it's a team effort. So it was a really great team. And all of them were really good players. So that was really nice.
Well, fantastic stuff. Let's now talk to the winning team, the Red Balloons, after a very, very close finish there, Ken. It was tight. There was just a couple of little units left. What was going through your mind when the last couple of units were dying off there, and you're like, what have I got left?
Well, it was very nervous because it is very, very difficult to funnel in. And luckily, the 2 tower of air defense was taken down, and then I go through the balloon. Yeah, it's very lucky.
Yeah, because you suddenly just lost all your balloons at once, and it was just like, oh my God. What do you think of the rest of your team? What do you think of Town Hall 12 overall? How do you feel it played out?
I think my team is the best, and they do a very, very good job, and I must thank them for the trophy. And yeah, Yeah, for the Town Hall 12 update, and it was fascinating. And the new strategy for defending and the new level of troops for building a base and attacking, I think it will attract more and more players.
Well, I mean, I think we should just bring the check out and obviously get the money for you guys. It is, of course, 50,000 gems to the Blue Dragons. You know, all credit in the end. It was just a small percentage that made the difference. Of course, the 50,000 gems won't just be going to the players, it's going to you guys, the community. And we should talk about the winners here, the Red Balloons. They're going to be getting 100,000 gems. So be sure to follow them all on YouTube, on Twitter, however they're going to be giving them away. You're going to want to get involved, that is for sure. Absolutely fantastic stuff overall. Thank you very much for joining us here at the ESL HQ for the Town Hall 12 update. It has been a fantastic tournament. I hope you look forward to playing it. You're going to be getting it soon.